You don't want to have to work, but you're not working now.
No, okay, yes, I'm not working now, but the when it's retirement, they stop the payment,
Okay.
and then where will I be?
Ah, okay.
You see, so I need money to keep, you know, so I need money to save to, yeah.
When you're doing long-term investing,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like owning real estate. It may not be up today, but in 2 years it could be way up. Okay, so you have to give it time. But with this strategy, the compound collar,
Yeah.
I'll put it up against any kind of strategy in the stock market. And the reason being is because you're insuring against a loss. Okay? Okay, just know that right there. Here's the thing I think that you had the biggest problem with. You don't think you can grasp it. You don't think I can teach it to you.
Yes.
Okay, let me
And
just tell you
then
this.
when you are gone, I look at everything and I say, oh my God. Yeah.
Let me tell you this right quick. But this is what I'm not trying to sell you and make you do this. You
Oh,
decide
no, yeah.
But what I want to do is show you that you can get it. Okay?
Yeah.
Not that you can get it, that I can help you get it. Okay. First of all, you got to realize.
Is everything okay here?
Yeah.
Yes. One more. Uno más.
Like the same?
Same.
Like this.
I was a mechanic. Okay. Automotive mechanic. And like you said, we're about the same age. So.
Yeah.
Sorry. You know the reputation that a mechanic has.
Yeah.
We're not very smart people. At least we don't have a reputation of being. You know, I used to tell people, I used to be embarrassed to be a mechanic, okay? I would go to my wife functions, you know, and she there with all those educated people.
Yeah.
And here I am as a mechanic. I didn't like going. It seemed like every time they came to me, they wanted to dumb down their conversation. Well, a mechanic reputation is a lot of them didn't graduate from high school. They beat their wives.
Yeah.
They're alcoholics. Okay. Anything that you could say that would be not good, a mechanic, that's the category they put a mechanic in. So I know the reputation. Okay. What I'm telling you is a person that's coming from that industry learned how to do this. And since I learned how to do that,
But you learn because your brain is there. My brain is not, yeah.
that's true. I get what you're saying. Okay. But let me.
I was a project manager for IT.
Okay.
So yes, I have a brain, but my brain now.
It's not 100%. Let me tell you this though. I believe your brain not 100% probably gets you to the point where my brain was anyway. No exaggeration. Okay, excuse this, y'all.
Oh, thank you.
This is what I told a guy one time. I said, in the stock market, it's not you making the money. It's not me making the money. What we have to do is just know how to put it on. Here's my example. Years ago, before we had automatic ice makers and ice makers made on the refrigerator and all that, at least for me, you just had an ice tray, and you would fill it up with water, and you would stick it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you would come back when the ice was frozen, and you would take it out and you dump it in a tray,
yeah.
and then you fill it up again and put it in the freezer. You don't have to be a genius to know how to make ice. All you have to do is know how to fill up the ice tray. Okay? And when you fill up the ice tray, you just got to come back and take it out of the freezer. Well, what I want to teach you how to do is how to fill up the ice tray and put it in the freezer. That's it. And then what price to take it out of the freezer at. Once you learn those steps, you can
you have to repeat it.
It's like an assembly line.
Yeah.
Once you learn those steps, and let's say it's about 5 steps, okay? Once you learn these 5 steps, you just get used to making the same old 5 steps all the time. Maybe 2 or 3 times a week with the compound collar. You just put it in the refrigerator, wait for it to freeze. Pretty soon, you start to learn how long it takes for it to freeze. So you put it in the freezer and you say, okay, it's going to take 3 hours for it to freeze. You come back in 3 hours and take it out. Well, with the stock market, they have something that they call a good to cancel order, where you don't even have to come back and take it out of the freezer. It automatically comes out of the freezer when it freezes, just like an ice maker nowadays.
Yeah.
It automatically dumps the tray when it freezes, okay? Only thing is, we haven't got far advanced enough where it knows how to put it in the freezer for it. We still have to put the tray on.
Yes.
But once you put the tray on, you just let it do its thing.
Yes.
With a compound collar, you don't even have to watch the market all day, every day. All you want is, let me ask you if you can do this right quick. Because if you can't do this, I'm going to shut up, okay? Can you get on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how to go to a website?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know how to look at a price? If this stock is at 41, do you know how to know if it moved $2 or $3?
Oh yeah. From numbers.
Okay. So if it moved from $41 to $39, you know that moved $2.
Yeah.
That's all it takes. The other stuff I'm gonna teach you, and this is how I'm gonna teach you right here. Give me a hand. I'm gonna hold your hand and I'm gonna walk you through it.
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna teach you.
All right. Thank you.
That's how I know you can learn.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's pretty much it. Enjoy your taco. If you don't mind me giving you some homework.
Yeah. Then I can't read.
You can't read?
I can't read on the. I can't read. Oh.
But you know how to look at numbers.
Yes.
With a compound collar, you don't have to read.
Okay.
You know what a good company is, right?
What?
Do you have any? Do you know any companies that you would like to buy?
IBM.
IBM. Okay. What's another one?
The guy that buys the I forgot his name.
Tesla.
Tesla.
Okay. Whatever stock that you buy, to do this right, you need to be able to buy 500 shares. You can do it with 100 shares, but that's just to get you some practice. Once you really start doing it, you need about 500 shares.
Okay.
And you need about, whatever you purchase for these stocks, you need about 20% of that in cash for operating capital.
Yeah.
Okay? Once you have that, this is all you would have to do. Every day when you wake up, no matter what time that is, it needs to be before 2 o'clock in Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay. Check the price of your stock. You can say every day at 12 o'clock, I'm going to check the price of Tesla. If it moved $5, I'm going to make an adjustment. If it haven't moved $5, shut the computer off and go back to doing what you're doing. Come back tomorrow. If it moved $5, make the adjustment. That's it.
So what is the adjustment you would make?
Okay. Remember I was telling you about the insurance?
Yes, yeah.
What you would do is, let's say the stock is at Tesla's high. Let's say the stock is at $200. It moved down to $195.
Yeah.
That $2, you had insurance on that stock at $200. It moved down $5. So now that insurance is going to be worth $5, maybe $6. You're going to sell that and buy some more insurance at $195, which means you're going to take in cash of about $300 times however many shares you have.
Yeah.
So if you got 300 shares, no, 500 shares, that would be 300 times 5. So that would be $1,500. You just put that in your account and let it sit there until you get enough to buy another 100 shares. If the stock goes up, let's say the stock goes up to 205. You gotta sell. You always gotta sell to put the insurance. You gotta sell this insurance, and then you gotta buy some more insurance
To cover higher. So the price that the price that you have goes up.
No, this price is gonna go down.
Okay.
So you gotta lose money on that, but you gotta make up what you lost and more on the price of the stock going up. Okay. So maybe you'll sell this one for like $2 now, and have to buy this next one for $3. So you lose $1, but you be to made $5 on the price of the stock. So you would net $400 of profit.
Yeah.
Every time it moves like that, you make an adjustment. And you know, with Tesla, it can move $10, $20 in one day.
Yeah.
So instead of making $5, which would be $500, if it dropped $20, you would make 20 times 100 would be $2,000.
Yeah.
Times 5. So that would be $10,000. That would be enough to buy another 100 shares of stock.
Okay.
So now you don't have 500 shares, you got 600 shares. And as you know, the more you have, the more your wealth is going to grow.
Yeah.
Okay? It's equivalent to, you start out with one rental house. You start making good money from that. Then with the money you made from that, you buy another rental house.
Yeah.
It's the same way with this stock. You start with 500 shares of stock. You do that for maybe 6 months or so, and then it brings in you enough money to buy you another 100 shares. And it's 3 ways to make money on this stock. First of all, number one, if it's a stock that pays a dividend, you get money on the dividend. Number two, if the stock goes down, you got to make cash and buy more shares. If the stock goes up, you got to make a profit on the price of the stock. So, I hate to say you can't lose, but the max you can lose is probably about 5%. And that's because you ain't really lost it.
Yeah, well,
But
yeah.
you got to get that fluctuation in price. But you haven't really lost it, okay? So, that's why I say the compound collar is the greatest strategy out there, because it eliminates the risk of loss. You know how when 911 happened?
Yeah.
All the stocks went down. Okay. Everybody hated it.
Yeah.
If you had a compound collar, you want to know what you'll be doing? If you had a compound collar, you would literally be dancing. But you would have to dance in your own house, because you wouldn't want people to see you if you're that excited because the stock market went down. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, a few years ago, Facebook came out with earnings, and you know what earnings is.
Yeah.
The stock went from $200 and some, almost cut in half, and over another month, it went all the way down to $80 some. If you had the compound collar, you would be so happy, because if you had 500 shares and the price get cut in half, now you can have 1,000 shares.
That's it.
And when it went back up, and as you can see, a little over a year later now, it's almost back up to 300 again.
Yeah.
So not only would the first 500 shares go to 300, also the second 500 shares will go to 300, and you didn't pay no money out of your pocket to buy them. You got that from the insurance that you had on the stock. Nobody tells you about putting insurance on the stock. That's only out there for the privilege, okay? Because I studied this stuff so much, I learned how to do it. In the process of learning how to do it, I made a lot of mistakes. And those are mistakes that I can walk you through so you don't have them. And I'm telling you, you don't know how much I wish I could get people that quit a job and they have a big 401k.
I know, yeah, that's what, yeah.
And then they take their 401k to the bank, and the bank tells them to buy a stock, and they buy a stock and the stock falls. If you learn how to do the compound collar, you won't have that problem. That's what I wish I could reach to people. Because, it's people that quit a job that have $100, $200, $300, $500,000, or even $1 million. And guess what else? You say, well, I don't want to put all my money in one stock. You can when you have insurance on it, but you still don't have to. It ain't one good company out there. There's a lot of good companies out there. Some people ask, how can I find a good company? You find these good companies by going to the good company basket. The good company basket is the S&P 500. You can look through all the stocks in the S&P 500 and see if they meet your qualifications. That's the kind of stuff I can walk you through. The qualifications are simple. The qualifications are simple. Here's the qualifications. Do I like this stock? Do I like GM? Do I like Ford? Do I like Apple? Are they making money? You don't know how to do all the fundamentals to see if that's a good company or not. Yeah. But you don't have to when it's a company like Apple. You know it's a good company. You don't have to do it when it's a company like Facebook. You know it's a good company. And just in case it's not a good company, for me, it seems like whenever I buy a stock, I've always bought it when it was at the top. You hate that. But when you put insurance on it, it don't hurt when it's at the top because you're insured against it going down. So all the stuff that you used to hate, losing money in the stock market, we practically eliminate that. The fear of when something happens. Do you remember WorldCom?
Yeah.
Okay, you like my age. You remember WorldCom? Where the CEO was cheating all these people. If you have insurance on that stock, a whole lot of people lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
In that 401k. Okay?
Yes.
If you would have had some insurance on those stocks, you wouldn't have lost. And if you would have, you only would have lost the price of the insurance, not the price of the stock. At that point in time, you're happy to lose 5%. You know? Instead of losing 100% or 90%. So, anyway, the main thing is, I can teach you in baby steps. And because you're right here in Merida, just know that I can show you. That's all you got to know. I can show you.
All right.
I can make it so simple. You don't have to be a day trader. You can be a long-term investor.
Okay.
And in fact, in my class coming this, I don't know the date, but the next Thursday, I'm going to be talking more about the compound collar. Because I get so excited about day trading, sometimes I forget to talk about the compound collar.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of people don't want to day trade. All they want to do is just invest.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk more about how to invest. What are the steps? And I'm telling you, I don't want it to make it seem like I'm trying to sell you on this, because I'm not. Okay? You can take it or leave it.
I know.
But what I know is I can benefit you. That's my main thing. And I don't want you to miss out on the benefit. Because I love this stuff. Okay? I asked my wife the other day. We was looking at man caves.
Yeah.
Okay. And a man cave, you know what a man cave is? And I'm looking at these guys. They have the man cave with the football team they like, and a bar, and the big TV. And so I asked my wife, "What is it do I like?" She said, "You don't like number stocks." I said, "I like more than that." Nope. You like stocks. I got to thinking about that.
Yes, I do that.
Okay,
Okay.
I do like stocks. So when Cortez is the one that convinced me to start this teaching people, right? I didn't know how much that was going to benefit me by being able to talk to people. I have 2 daughters and some stepkids. Okay, some of them are interested, but they're not really interested. Okay, and I get it. They got a busy life.
Yeah.
But what they don't understand is you can even do this with a busy life. If you don't worry about day trading, just invest for the long term. Because the long term is coming if you live.
Yeah.
If you don't live, don't worry about the long term. But if you live, you want something for the long term.
Yeah.
Most people live.
Yeah.
So,
Huh.
all I'm saying is you couldn't get hooked up with a guy that loved this stuff more than me, I don't think. Because when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking of this.
Exactly.
When I'm walking on the street, I'm thinking of this. When I'm hanging out with friends, I'm thinking of this.
Yeah.
In fact, I even told my wife, I said, man, I don't even see why people like hanging around me. That's all I talk about is stocks. So, anyway, it is what it is. But they say, when you're doing what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Exactly.
And I'm definitely doing what I love. And I definitely don't feel like working. Oh, wow, you brought me a shot. I didn't even ask for a shot. I'm driving. I don't need a shot. Anyway, that's my story. But I will show you.
Okay.